Hey, Teacher Thoughts here coming at you with another video. I'd like to introduce one of my new carnivorous plants. This is a pinguicula. Now, one of the things that you may not know is all plants have pests of some kind. And even if you are dealing with a carnivorous plant like this pinguicula, you may also be struggling from a pest. Uh, Hopefully you can see this on camera. You see there's some little spider webs here that I'm pulling out with my finger. Those are indicative of a pest called a spider mite. In fact, if we are really careful, we can actually see them right there on the video. Those are a spider mite, and they are living on the surface of a carnivorous plant. Now, in here, I do see there's an aphid too. That came from one of my other plants, but this one is going to need a chemical application to get rid of the spider mites. So yeah, even though it's a carnivorous plant, sometimes there are some things that affect it. So we are going to use a chemical specifically formulated to treat spider mites to get these off of our plant so our plant can be healthier. Very unfortunate for this one to catch an infestation right now because it's still coming out of its winter dormancy where the leaves are more succulent and not sticky and carnivorous. So we're going to get that application on here. We're going to do it in the shade. And hopefully in a few days, we will be completely rid of the spider mite infestation. But yeah, that's something different. Didn't know that was a thing until I started growing carnivorous plants. I know my other sundews, which is another type of carnivorous plant, they're doing quite well catching all sorts of other insects like fungus gnats, which are more of a pest rather than a insect that feeds on my plants. It feeds on the soil, and they do a good job of catching those in my indoor grow area. But yep, now I learned I have to be on the lookout for infestations of spider mites and of course the aphids in my indoor grow area since they have found their way in. So we're going to go ahead and treat those and get our plant a little bit happier, and maybe I'll even get some close-up for you. Let's see if we can get some of them here. It's not going to zoom in real well. But those little guys on that leaf down there, those are our spider mites. And there may be some aphids mixed in there too. Yeah. It's the little dots down there. So we've got to treat it and get rid of them. So the insecticide I've chosen to use for this is Rose RX. This is one that is effective on whiteflies, aphids, and spider mites. So spider mites are our problem, but it'll also take care of any of those aphids that are crawling around on there right now. We're going to go ahead and treat it according to the instruction. So you can see this is one of my well-used bottles. It is brand new from this year. With this, insects or mites every 7 to 10 days. Heavy populations, 7-day interval. So this is going to be a multiple application on this. But yeah, this is what I'm going to use on my pinguicula. If I accidentally make the plant succumb to the spray, that's okay, because it would succumb to the pests anyway, and I don't want them to continue to spread around my indoor growing area. But yeah, if you didn't know it, even carnivorous plants can get pest infestations. So we're going to go treat this guy over in the shade, leave him out there for the whole re-entry period, which is how soon can I handle this after I spray it. And hopefully in a few days, all of the spider mites will be gone. Anyway, hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed. Ag Teacher Thoughts.